Gale, what temperature did you set here?
Here? Station 575C.
I said 85.
I wrote it down. You said 75. I wrote it.
Well, you wrote it wrong.
It's not what I said. I said 85.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Great. You're sorry. Meanwhile, you've just brewed 50 gallons of useless sludge. Congratulations. Dump it. Dump it all.
You look nice.
Look like a TV weatherman.
Here's what you're gonna tell them. He attacked you.
He attacked me?
He swung at you with something.
A pipe.
It happened fast. He resisted arrest, and muscle memory kicked in, and you had to disarm him.
No. I'm not gonna go in there and lie.
It's a low-life degenerate versus you. Doing the job you're supposed to.
It's not what the job is. I'm supposed to be better than that.
One mistake.
I don't sleep at night anymore. I freeze. I freeze up. Ever since that Salamanca thing. To go Salamanca if ever a scumbag deserved a bullet between the eyes. No Paso. It's just gotten worse. What I did to Pinkman. That's not who I'm supposed to be. That's not me. I'm just not the man I thought I was.
Well, at least he's
He's a
admitting
cop.
it to himself now.
This whole Gale situation, he's just not working out.
Making excuses, isn't it, to get
It may
Jesse back in?
sound unorthodox, but I think our first best option is Jesse Pinkman. Look, Mr. Frank, when I accepted your offer, I was told the lab is mine, and I know best how to run it. Thank you. Yes, I will. I will. Okay. Goodbye. There's been a job opening.
Job
I need a
opening.
new lab assistant.
I already did my time. Why don't you just go get yourself a monkey?
I don't want a monkey. I want you.
Oh, gee, thanks. Oh, not interested. I got my own thing going on. A nice try, saving your asshat brother-in-law.
It's more than an assistant. Partners. We'll be partners again. $1.5 million each. Let me understand this. You're turning down $1.5 million.
I am not turning down the money. I am turning down you. Everything I have ever cared about is gone. Dead ever since I hooked up with the great Heisenberg. I'm nothing. Why would you want me, huh? You said my meth is inferior, right?
Your meth is good, Jesse. as good as mine.
It's getting tricky now, isn't it?
Yeah.
50-50.
Yes, 50-50.
Okay. Partners.
Hank, you don't have to do this.
No, I do. I'm good.
Oh, so
We understand if we write it up like that, you'll sign it.
That's the way it happened. I accept the consequences.
In the light of these facts, as of this moment, you're suspended without pay. I have to ask you to hand over your badge and your gun.
Yes, sir.
that makes it easier for the twins, isn't it? Doesn't it? Now, I suppose if he's suspended, he's still DEA, isn't he?
I just wanted to tell you something. To be clear, you didn't hear it from me. I don't want you to get your hopes up, but the word in the pipeline is Pinkman isn't pressing charges.
Why not?
Who the hell knows? Maybe you have a guardian angel.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, baby. I think we may be okay. Yeah. Okay. I love you too. Schrader.
I need you to listen very carefully. 2 men are coming to kill you.
Come again?
We're approaching your car. You have 1 minute.
And I'll get the jag off. Who is this?
They're coming.
Oh, fuck. Get the hell out of there. Oh. Oh, shit.
Termínalo.
Oh no, fuck. Oh, of course he's wearing a vest, isn't he? Oh, no, 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 no.
No. Muy fácil.
Oh, that can go through a vest, can it? It's one of them cop killers. Shit. All right, that's probably one of the best episodes I've seen so far. Very intense, and let's go through it. So we sort of started off with seeing the twins as young boys with Tio. I can't remember what his name is, but I'm just going to call him Tio, and how he was treating them. So you can sort of understand why the twins are the way they are. They've been growing up with that, so yeah, you can obviously understand why they've got issues. And then we sort of had Hank going to Jesse's house and just beating him up. I don't think anybody really can blame Hank. I mean, if somebody put you in a situation like that, I don't know, what would you do? I don't know. It's a difficult one. You can see why he would do it, but obviously, it is wrong. But no, you can definitely totally understand why he would do that. You know. It's probably wrong, but no, I can definitely understand why he would do that. Then obviously we had Jesse in the hospital with Saul and Walt. They're obviously trying to convince Jesse just to leave it, and Jesse's like, no, he wants his revenge and all this and that. Obviously very angry for being beaten up, and he feels like the whole world is against him, and all of it is because of Walt and his family. So I think I don't think it was so much getting revenge on Hank. It was getting revenge on Walt for the way he's been treating Jesse. So obviously that's a massive problem, isn't it? Because if Jesse talks, everybody's screwed, and that is going up. Not just Walt, but it's going up further than that. So I think if what happened in the end didn't happen, I think Gus would have had to get rid of Jesse. I think he would have gotten rid of Jesse, and I think maybe Walt realized that, and maybe that's why he wanted to be partners with them again. But anyway, then we had Hank and sort of like the lawyers. Hank realizing I think Hank he's a good guy, because he like fessed up to the fact that what he had done, and he didn't want to try and hide anything. And that is the kind of person you want, like officer, DEA. You don't want somebody who's willing to lie. And I think Hank did the right thing. He could lose his job, but he's been through so much, and he is doing the right thing. That he's not gonna. I don't know what I'm trying to say. He don't want to lie, because it could come back and bite you, but he's not willing to lie. And I respect that, definitely. Skyler came to see Walt, and she was like, this is affecting your family, and he's like, really? No, it's not, because, obviously they're divorcing, so Marie was Skyler's sister, so in sort of, really, it's got nothing to do with him anymore, does it? But, people you've known for that many years, you're not just going to let that go, are you? So, she definitely had him think about that. And I think that's why when we had the scene with Walt and Gail, I think probably Walt did tell Gail that it was 75 and not 85. He was just making excuses. I think he was making excuses to get rid of Gail. And it could be because, he doesn't want to see Jesse dead or anything like that. He doesn't want Hank to be, set up the way he's been set up. And I think Gale as well. He's a pretty clever guy, and if they were to get rid of Walt, I think Gale could definitely do the job. So I think there's a lot of things happening there, and that's why Walt wants to get rid of Gale. You had the twins buying the vests. When he was asking, if about the vest, how good they were, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, look, I've got one on. I'm always wearing one." I thought, him saying that just gonna make the guys shoot him in the head, but obviously they didn't. So, I guess they just wanted to test the vests to see how good they were. But yeah, I thought, him saying that, yeah, he's gonna just shoot him in the head then, because they do have this thing where they just kill anybody, they don't care, do they? So yeah, that's what I thought there, but obviously it didn't happen. Then we had Hank and Marie. They were talking, and Marie were coming up with a lot of sort of crazy ideas as to how to get Hank out of it, and Hank was like, no, I'm gonna tell the truth, and that's what I'm gonna do, and I really do respect that. I think we've seen before, Marie, she's not scared of lying. There has been situations before where she's lied, with her stealing and that, and I think there's been a few other situations as well where, yeah, she's quite happy to lie, and yeah, that's just who she is. But yeah, I'm glad Hank was like, no, I'm going to tell the truth regardless of what's going to happen to me, and we're going to be okay. And then you had Walt going back to the hospital to talk to Jesse, and yeah, you can see why Jesse's angry. It seems like everything is happening to him. I don't really think he's right though when he was saying that since he's met Walt, everything's gone wrong. I think everything was going wrong as it was. I mean, the only difference was, not only, but the difference was that Jesse lost Jane, which was obviously Walt's fault. But other than that, I don't think anything has changed. No, I mean, yeah, he did lose Combo, but would he have lost him anyway? It's likely he would have. So yeah, obviously Jesse's very angry, and it came out the fact that the reason why he was so angry was he wasn't getting that respect from Walt, because Walt has just been putting him down constantly, and I think that's what's made Jesse angry. And obviously Jesse did accept the fact in the end when Walt told him that Jesse's product was just as good as Walt's, and I think that's what Jesse wanted to hear. That sort of respect from Walt, and what's the word? Just the fact that Walt acknowledges that Jesse is good at what he does. So that's what Jesse wanted to hear, and yeah, so they're gonna be partners again. So yeah. Yeah, it was. I'm not sure. I don't know what the reason for it is. I mean, it could have been easy just to kill Jesse off, and that would have been, at the end of the problem. But yeah, obviously, that's not how it's gonna go down. And we had the big scene at the end with Hank getting a phone call. I really have no idea who would have who called him. I don't know if it would have been Gus. I don't know. I don't know who it could have been, like, or. But obviously somebody rang him to warn. Somebody rang Hank to warn him that two men were gonna come and kill him, basically, and just get the hell out of there. Yeah, I mean, you get a phone call like that, you think it's a prank call, don't you? I mean, who's gonna believe? Yeah, you get the hell out of there, because within a minute, you're gonna get killed by two guys. It's like nobody's gonna be like, oh yeah, shit, I gotta get out of there. That's what you want to do, but you gotta process it, and you know you're not gonna believe that, are you? And obviously Hank didn't either. I mean, you can see he was a bit paranoid, but he didn't quite believe it, and yeah, he saw people and thinking that they were them, and in the end he did realize, oh yeah, no, there's two guys there who are there to kill him, and they started shooting at him, and yeah, Hank reacted. Like putting his car in reverse and crushing one of the twins, and yeah, there was like a shootout. Obviously Hank didn't have his own gun because that had been taken away from him, but he managed to get one of the twins' gun and managed to shoot, but obviously the other twin was wearing the vest, so yeah. I think it was the arrogance of the twin that he was like, no, shooting him would be too easy. He was gonna, you know, axe him down, and that's what obviously made Hank being able to get the bullet and yeah, kill the other twin. So yeah, it was the arrogance of the twins. I think they just think they're invincible. Nothing can touch them, and obviously Hank could. So I'm glad that happened. It was very ballsy, wasn't it? The fact that, you know, open car park at a mall, yeah, we'll just kill him there. I mean, what? It's good for drama, isn't it? But I mean, who the hell does that? Obviously the twins, but yeah. Hank was shot in the arm, I think it was, and then in the stomach, so I don't think it's fatal. I can't see Hank dying. He's not gonna die, no. He's like one of the main characters. He's like the hero of the show, isn't he? So yeah, I think he's gonna be okay. I hope he's gonna be okay. Yeah, I mean, it's like a gut shot and a shoulder shot. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna be too. Yeah, he'll recover from that. No, there's no doubt he's gonna recover. I think I'm just hoping. But yeah, no, very good episode, and I can't wait to get stuck into the next one. Obviously we've lost the twins, so yeah, yeah, I've got to process this episode. It's so good. I would imagine it's been one of the best episodes so far. So yeah, that being said, like I said, I've got Patreon if you guys like to check out the full reactions, and I just want to thank you guys for subscribing and watching my reactions. And yeah, if you haven't already, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I will see you in my next episode.